Hey guys, it's me doing the stream tonight. I don't know if I will be joined by anybody or not. I guess we'll find out. We're going to be working tonight on are you going to bed? I'm so sorry, I forgot. I appreciate it. Because I should appreciate you. Because you're floofy. My partner is floofy. I have a partner. She's a floofy partner, and I'm very, very, very happy to have her as a partner. Okay. We're gonna do some work. My floofy partner.
There's me. Bye.
Who is at Pride and now is super exhausted. But she was at Pride, and that was cool. So, all right. Let's switch ourselves to monitor mode. Alrighty. So what I had talked about earlier was one of the benefits of using DAZ is the shortcut capability. We can shortcut certain poses, certain things that are always going to happen. For example, you can always expect that somebody will be in the pilot's chair piloting, right? So we can shortcut that pose by making a pose and then saving it. We can always know that the pilot is going to do some kind of, coming up to the control console and reaching down and pushing buttons and switching switches while talking. And then what happens is I can fire off a shortcut like that and then just turn ahead a little bit to make sure that they're talking to the right person. And it takes only a second to do these shortcuts. So we're going to do a shortcut set of poses here. We're going to save some of these. The last time we did this, though, I was really not doing so good on being focused. So now we're going to do some more focused work here. I'm going to go, and what I have is I've got some pictures, obviously, of Star Trek. So we can just use those and take a look. We're going to look through these things. Got some Star Trek pictures here, which we'll sort through, right? Like, if we go and look at, say, TNG as an example, and just pull up, hello, Brent. That was a lot of rolling of the, we got to finish Kenobi tonight. Right, and Billy Joe Streisand. We're working on Star Trek. So, we finished Kenobi tonight. It was excellently awesome. So, if you look here, maybe this isn't our world best. I thought that was really cool. Features rounded corner options. I don't even know what that is. Go away. So here, first of all, one can definitely see Frakes has back problems the way he's sitting in this chair. One can definitely see the Certus does not, in fact, have back problems. Anyway, I've got various pictures from all over the place because, of course, I collect everything. I absolutely loved Kenobi. I loved all of Kenobi. Even though I know people had some problems with middle episodes or whatever, I thought it was fantastic. The whole thing was great. That's why he did the Riker. I thought that baby Leia absolutely stole the show. She just stole the entire stinking thing. And that's probably my dear beloved friend Brian. I've got lots of rolly things going on today. I should switch to when Brian attacks next time on Fox.
So how are you tonight?
We just finished watching Kenobi. So we were watching. Yeah, well, and she managed to pull off Carrie Fisher as a child in mind-boggling ways. We were talking about Kenobi.
that's cool.
It's a good series. I am going to be working on other little pre-duty wops here.
I am working on the comic and trying to keep it stream friendly.
Yeah, I noticed that. I noticed you've got some
I have censor bars all over the
censor
place.
bars. It's going to be the way it's going to be for all of us because, I'm going to have episodes with censor bars too. I haven't gotten caught up with the boys yet. I'm still at the end of season 2. So we'll have to get there. That's something that I watch with Troy. So we haven't had a moment yet where where our partners are not there because neither of our partners can tolerate both the violence and the squishiness. So there's a certain amount of neither one of them can watch the boys at all. So both of our partners have to be elsewhere. What usually happens is they have a karaoke night at some point. And I'm talking, by the way, Brian, I'm talking to Brent on this one. So I figured you figured that, but just in case.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, so they have a karaoke night every so often. And when they do, they both go off to karaoke. And we head down to the basement because we can't let our kids see the boys either. Our kids stay upstairs and play games. And we watch the boys and get caught up in a big, episode-a-thon where we watch 5 of them in a row. So there will be some night here where I'll come back and be like, "Ooh, that was incredible and gross and horrible," and all the things that we love about the boys. Because for reasons that are still beyond me, we all enjoy watching the boys and go, "Wow, how did that actually happen?" No. Westworld started today. I am woefully behind on Westworld. That's harder.
So the Avs won. So rip Denver.
Uh-oh. You mean the Avs won tonight?
Yes.
So they've gotten the Stanley Cup.
They got the Stanley Cup. So rip Denver.
That would explain all of the explosions going around. I see now. Now I understand so much more.
Yeah, rip Denver.
Yeah, rip Denver.
Denver will no longer exist in the morning. It'll just be a crater.
Be on fire. Yeah.
Between the protesters, the Pride Parade, and the Denver Stanley Cup, there won't be a Denver anymore. There'll just be ash.
Although my partner was at Pride, and it wasn't bad, right? They weren't setting fire to things.
You were not setting fire to things.
Yes, but you're not.
There's some very hot people there.
Right. Some hotties. Like you.
Yeah, that's who I meant, of course.
Right.
Okay.
I didn't go. I was gonna. Yeah.
Yeah, with some friends.
Yep. Including our niece, or
Nibbling.
nibbling, because we love the word nibbling. Who really needs to fix their corset? Because I could poke through the corset.
I don't know. Having holes in things is sometimes cool.
We're going back to the 80s. I was in the 80s. We don't need to go back. I was there. I was totally there. Yep, our nibbling.
But the nibbling and the nibbling cousin were quite adorable.
Yeah.
They were also this tall.
Right.
So we could find them.
The nibbling was wearing their heels that are like this. They were cool because they were all holographic, but they were still super. Yeah, right. 90s does not need to come back. 80s, 80s at least better than 70s. But yeah, I agree with you. 90s needed to die in a fire.
I mean, I kind of liked grunge.
Needed to die in a fire. I'm just saying. So, why don't we go? Because we didn't swap. We should have done the swappy thing. We didn't swap anything. I'll swap anything.
Okay. I'm going to bed.
I love you.
Good night.
Yeah, I can put our child to bed.
Well, I give our child instructions to shower, clean the kitty litter, and have their teeth brushed so that when you tell them to go to bed, they can just go to bed.
You might want to alert them that bedtime is at least when I go to bed, which will be midnight. So, and then if you put the pizza away, if you don't put the
I
pizza
already
away,
put the pizza.
I love you. And I don't need to mess with it, and we're all
You don't
good.
need to mess with it. It is already messy.
Yeah, that much hairspray, I think, solidly was fundamentally the reason why, like, the hole in the ozone existed was because of the 80s hairspray. I'm just saying. Dr. Sagan was totally thinking it was something else. He was wrong. I was there. Just saying. I'm just saying.
So, how has the weekend been treating you?
It was really I don't know. We had COVID hit. That was sucky. So we didn't go to Ren Fair. COVID hit not our family, but there was a group of 4 families that were all going to go together to Ren Fair, and it hit one of the 4. And it happened to be the birthday girl, which was the reason we were going to Ren Fair. And so
Aww.
we came down with it. We all decided we were all going to bow out. And then yesterday, or this morning, I found out that her partner has come down with it, and now he's under the weather. And so we're just going to sit here and go, well, we'll just wait for, in hope that because I actually was hanging out with said partner. And so I'm like, well, I've tested and tested clear. So, and I haven't felt anything. And I guess one could argue, at least Kevin would always argue, that I don't have any taste buds anyway. However, I did eat my normal hot sauce on cheese tonight and taste the hot sauce and discern the difference in the flavor that it made to the cheese. So, I'm guessing everything's okay. Oh, yeah, that one's a good one. So, anyway, that's a thing. So that didn't happen, but I did go to the Sakura Festival on Saturday, and Drew on stage with Gerard and Raph and Win and Kundi, as Gerard needed help doing a live draw. So I went there and drew Pikachu on stage in front of everybody. It was very funny. And Win totally drew an awesomer Pikachu, and I was like, man, you showed me up. That's okay. It's all good. I'm just gonna, secretly have to hurt So anyway, yeah, that was cool. And all was good there, and I don't know. So, and then today, all I did was watch Obi-Wan Kenobi, and then watch some Cosmos. And what did I do today? Pretty much nothing. Until now, when we have porn music playing. Can we change the songs?
No, I didn't change anything.
There we go. I'm just changing the songs to sound like porn music, that's all.
I mean,
it does fit what you're drawing. though. I mean, just saying. All right.
Which is
I'm looking
funny
here.
because that's not what you want to have going, because both of them are screaming at each other in this panel.
That's right. It's well. So here's the thing: neither you nor I are actually ever going to really do porn, because the nature of what it is, which is one of the reasons why it's aggravating and annoying. Everybody is so simpled.
Don't put me in your basket there. I've drawn plenty of porn.
Huh?
I've drawn porn before.
Oh yeah, no. But you're not now. That's what I'm saying. You're not now. That's not.
No. I'm not.
That's
now.
the gripe. The gripe that I have, as I always have, is that they always loop it in just because it's got nipples. You know that.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Memento Mori things are the same. Okay. So the little icons that they were wearing in Memento Mori, I was wondering if they were a different design in the center. But it looks like they're the same design in the center with just a different name around the outside. So the reason is because I have been thinking that if I ever get a Strange New Worlds uniform, I'm going to put the little lapel pin for Memorial Day on there, and then put USS Tamerlan, because that makes some sense. That's logical. That's the ship I served on before, say, the Kittiwake. I served on the Tamerlan, sort of thing. So one could argue that that's the memorial pin would be the USS Tamerlan for me. I think that'd be funny.
Yeah.
I think also horribly appropriate. Okay, I'm not finding the pictures I'm looking for, so I'm going to move to my Star Wars folder and see if there's anything in here I can use. Really isn't. Fine. So I'm going to look for pictures of a pilot in the cockpit. I'm not finding anything for. Interestingly, I found a better. Well, maybe that's what I want. Because really, it's more like a B-29 cockpit in its own little way. Oh man, who paints B-29s in drab green? Oh wow, 138.
Apparently, a lot of people.
Oh no, I'm looking at its tail number. Tail registration number on it's really low, which means it was one of the earliest 29s. That's why it's an Air Force green.
Okay, let's see the horror of what she's unleashing on
So
me.
if you're wondering what I'm looking at, guys, I'm looking at this guy right here. All right, in drab green. 136, 8 860 is her tail number. They're also missing the center turret, which means that's a production type of some sort. I don't know. I hope you're not laughing at my weird.
No. I'm not laughing at what I
weird
just
plane
got
thing.
in. It's yeah, I'm not going to even begin to read this on stream because we will instantly get banned from everything. But it is hilarious.
Well, there you go. Hilarious. Okay, we already have. Starting here, I'm going to. I don't know what you're laughing at there.
You don't want to know what you're.
No, Brent's,
We're quickly
Brent's
moving
maniacally
on.
laughing. Brent is maniacally laughing. I don't know what Brent's maniacally laughing at, except that he wants me to do Airship 27 this week, which I probably will do, because that's not a bad idea. We'll log into some Airship 27, but not tonight. Tonight, I'm actually kind of jazzed into the idea of doing this work, so I'm going to do this work tonight. I also brought a better stool over to here for. So originally, whenever I did this, the idea was I was never going to ever sit down ever. And I have discovered that actually hurts my back pretty bad. So I will sit down some, but most of the time I'll try to stand up. But I've been doing sort of what's been working has been to stand up some and sit down some. So, I'm just going to set up base, sort of the base thing here, where it's her base pose. I'm going to save it. So, man, what have you done all weekend, my friend?
Lots of things.
Oh, that's good. Glad you were here last night.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have now. What I've done is I have made I've written a default protest now for this. I actually think that what is happening is more nefarious now that I've talked to a little bit to people, because what we've talked about is that there's no monetization on Facebook. So this isn't about monetization. And I think it's more nefarious. I went and looked at the terms of service. If you have too many hits against you for copyright violations, they start doing your stream is canceled for a week, then your stream is canceled for a month, then your stream is canceled, and your page is shut down. So I feel like we've been targeted for shutdown because we get too many of these and they're just going to shut the stream down. That's because, like, I don't know. They can't be after our monetization. A, we're not monetizing anything. And B, that Facebook doesn't monetize.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that what has happened is the bots have decided we're being targeted for shutdown. And I'm not sure if this had anything to do with the guy that was on here a couple of weeks ago that asked me which side I was on the Ukraine-Russian war. And I said, I'm on the Ukrainian side, and then we never heard from him again. I don't know if that was, if we made an enemy there, or if that was like just a moment. And you know what I mean? Like, I don't know if that was something that we did wrong there. And
well, no, we did nothing wrong.
Well, I know, but I mean, like, as in torquing off the wrong person sort of thing.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know if that's what happened. So.
Alrighty.
So I don't know whether that occurred or not. We'll see. So anyway, I don't know, or if this was just completely random. I just can't figure out how in the world it would be completely random.
I don't think it's random.
Yeah, I feel like probably not random. So, okay. Here's how you have to remember to do these things. When you do this, we have to turn off the general transforms, and then we have to go into the pose controls. No, we have to go into hips and turn off general hips, because otherwise it by default will save the X, Y, and Z location of the maquette. And if you don't turn those off, and every time you hit the pose, the maquette will zip to the middle of the thing instead of just changing poses in the chair. So you have to remember to do that. And it becomes kind of like a... So there we go. We've done first pose here on this. And then I'm going to have her working on this control. Yeah, no, we did nothing wrong, obviously. I'm just saying that I wonder if that's what has occurred, is that I torqued off somebody and now they're trying to cancel us by saying that we support Ukraine. Truth is, I've got buddies who are ex-Russians, and they are mad as hornets. And so, legitimately, I'm like, I don't know a lot about this, but I know that they're mad, and therefore, and they know more about this than I do, so I trust them, because they're people I know and love, and I'm good, I've told you about my buddy who I used to work with, who has been recently going, I told you Putin was trouble. I told you 20 years ago he was trouble. I didn't like... And I'm like, yeah, man, you did. You totally said that. I was there, but I didn't know anything more then than I do now. So, All right, we're going to move this. She was mad, too. Like, wow. And she was back then too. She didn't think Putin was worth his salt at all. She's right. She figured that she had fled Gorbachev, so her whole thing was she had to flee from Gorbachev, and she's like, Putin's not any better. So anyway, I think that's what's happened, is that we have
pissed off someone.
Yeah,
oh, well.
I'm
not.
I'll
don't.
just keep arguing until the cows come home. Like I said, I've made a text file for it now, so every time they do it, which is every show, they mute part of what we're doing for every show now. Including they've been going back and muting some of the back episodes now. So
All right.
the thing that makes me mad is I think the way that the bot works, or the way that the automated system works, is you say this is not a thing, so they immediately just don't. Nobody looks at it. They just send it to the person who made the copyright claim and say, "This is what the person said," and then wait for them to say, "Yeah, they're right."
No,
Which,
that's
of course,
exactly that's how it works with YouTube.
Yeah, so of course the bot's not going to respond. So this could be forever that this dispute's going.
Yeah, that's what set me off with YouTube.
Right.
Is you are guilty until proven innocent.
And the onus is on the company the onus is on them to clear your name. So if they never clear your name, that means that you just were obviously guilty.
Yeah.
And of course that means that we, at some point we may lose our rights to Facebook, and that may just happen. So we should be prepared for that, although I'm not terribly concerned. I'll just go public with that. I don't have any problem with that. If we lose if a bot manages to say that Restream is their music and then gets us booted from the system for it, then yeah, I'm just gonna. You know what's not here? The freaking control sticks. Damn it. I don't remember where I put them. Transfer to space chair, wheelchair. Control sticks. Control sticks. That's a massive control stick. A bunk, 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 bunk. Okay, I'm done.
Bunka bunka burning love.
A bunk, burning love.
But yeah, I'm bugged by how the system automation works.
Mm-hmm. Favors the companies, as they all do.
Yep.
There we go. Control stick. It's important. Otherwise, how do you steer this thing? There we go, control sticks.
This panel is like ridiculously detailed.
Yep. Oh God, she's scared of the panel. Yeah, panel.
Yep. So is Raph ever gonna come back on here?
I don't know. I didn't. I was gonna harangue him for it, but then I didn't. So, because we were too busy roaming around doing weird stuff, and I had Christina and their offspring, and I felt kind of bad because part of the reason that he's not here is because she wants him to keep an eye on the kid at night. So I do kind of feel like, well, you know, okay. I can't really get on Christina's case. She has a solid point.
Yeah.
So, like, well, okay.
And I saw Pepper was in, like, South Carolina?
Yeah, Pepper's in South Carolina, so yeah, I expect we won't have Pepper for a while, and that's okay. Although I am worried that by the time all these guys get back, they're all going to be out of practice.
Oh, don't worry, they will be.
Yeah, they'll be totally out of practice and everything will be horrible. And they'll be like, I don't know how to draw anymore.
I can't come on because I can't draw.
Right? I don't draw anymore.
Why am I drawing these super detailed panels? What is going on? Why is it doing that?
Hatred? Deep, abiding hatred?
No, it's removing lines. It's acting like I have the eraser on, but I don't know why it has the eraser on. I'm not erasing.
Did you click the back button on this?
Yes.
That's it. That'll switch from pen mode to eraser mode.
Good to know.
Yep. I've done that. You can tell I've done it. How can you tell? As I've been saying to my kid, ask me how I know.
I'll follow your nose.
It has not been a good thing I have learned. Uh-oh. We've twisted. Undo that. There we go. Some weird problems sometimes with the maquettes. They get twisted. I think Brent went to bed.
He's like, that's it, I'm out.
Yeah, well, no, he laughed maniacally and then stopped talking, so I think he went to bed.
Either that or it was one of those, what's the character from Princess Bride where he just laughs and then dies?
Cassini. That's what happened. He was like, never get in a land war or never get into a fight to the death when death is on the line, or no, fight to the...
Never get into a fight with a Sicilian when death is on the line.
Sicilian when death is on the line.
And then we learn how Brent speaks.
Oh man, I love Cassini. There are some funny, interesting things about actors that come from there. Because I think he will never say inconceivable. Like, fans can never get him to say it. Whereas Cary Elwes will always say as you wish. And I think that's great. I mean, that's an interesting difference between the two actors. You know, it's an interesting thing as to whether you understand and comprehend what the fans want, or
Or what you're willing to do.
or what you're willing to do, or yeah, I mean, what, you know, it's like a thing. I don't know.
Okay, I've spent almost an hour and I'm on one panel. I'm on the first panel.
And the money. I really did like Obi-Wan. That was well done.
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen a lot of shows, so
Yeah, I'm not going to spoil it for you. It was just well done. That's all. No reason to spoil
I've
it.
heard mixed bag about it.
So I think what I've heard the most people complain about was the middle episodes. However, not a Star Wars nut. Like, I'm a Star Trek fan, like hardcore to the center of my being. Star Wars I like a whole lot. I enjoy it, right? But I don't, you know, it's okay if, I don't know, whatever. So I wouldn't take my word for it over, say, Brent, who is more Star Wars than Star Trek. I would say his holds more weight. But me personally, I felt like it kind of had a great start, kind of a little bit of a gap in the middle, and then a phenomenal ending, and it did great. And that's pretty much what normal stories do. They've got kind of a little lag in the center of it, and there's nothing wrong with it. And I feel like the Star Wars fans got too cranky about nitpicky little teeny details inside there that were like, it's a middle section. It's like the Two Towers in the Lord of the Rings. You know, it's just like, it's the way it goes in the middle of a story. There's always sort of a dead zone kind of thing. That's my thought. Take it or leave it.
Sounds good to me.
So, you know, that's where I am on this one. I was like, it was fine. It was fine.
That's actually a pretty decent looking locker room.
Yeah, you're having a lot of fun over there.
Like, so I went looking at locker rooms for Google searches.
And that's got to be fun.
And
I feel like you're kind of just asking for it at that point in time.
well, the problem I was running into was all of the locker rooms that they were bringing up were just so sterile.
Right, they didn't look like a real locker room. What you need to do is just head over to the local YMCA and say, hi, I need to take this camera in and take pictures of your locker rooms. No reason. No reason at all.
No, that's not creepy at all.
Nothing bad will happen to me. I promise. However, I would like for you to please take this video camera with you and film it so I can see what happens.
This is totally you setting me up to die.
I would never do that. Why would I do that? That seems weird. Why would I do that?
Gee, I wonder why, guy. Hey Brian, I want you to go to this store and try not to act like a creepy pedophile as you ask to
Well, the good news is I did not actually expect you to go to the children's locker room, so that's at least a plus.
it's
I mean,
still a locker room. And there is no children's locker room. There's just a locker room.
I guess I should. Well, I guess I didn't think about that, but okay, still.
No matter what, you have doomed me in that scenario. So that's not going to happen.
Right? You're like, you're not falling for this one again. That's the key.
No, there isn't even again in there. I'm not doing it. Nope. Can't make me.
You're just saying that. You can't make me. It's not happening.
But I was looking at like locker rooms, and they were all like perfect and sterile. Not even posters on there. It's
like not the way it really is in real life.
Yeah. It's like you'd see posters for, with the eyes saying "Don't steal, we are watching."
Or something, yeah.
Yeah.
Or don't take pictures of all the people in here, because we've already had that happen once. Or something.
Yeah. No cameras allowed.
You're right. So I'm going to be following here the Will Wheaton law on this. Will Wheaton had a specific set of about 4 different things that he did on the helm when he was flying. So I'm setting up the 4 or 5 beep, beep, boop, beep, beep, that Will Wheaton always did, that made it familiar and made it look like he knew what he was doing. Because all of the emotion will be conveyed by the expression, which I hand draw every time. So
Makes sense.
that will be different with each picture. However, their business, so to speak, or their tapping or beeping on doodly wops, it'll be the same. And it'll look fine. It'll look like that's a thing that everybody does, and everybody does the same boopity bop because they will. They'll literally all do the same boopity bop. So the Avs took the Stanley Cup. That's what we got going on. So that's the thing.
Yep.
We'll see how damaged the city is tomorrow.
Everything was on fire.
Right. As far as I can tell, so far everything was good. But I'm in the burbs. What do I know, right?
Like, I looked on Twitter and there was some live feeds and people were, having fun and joking around and all this, so it should be okay. But I've had those before, and then like an hour or two later, it looks like freaking the apocalypse has hit.
Right.
It's like, what happened, guys?
Then we have to change that meme from solar eclipse and lunar eclipse, and the Avs won.
Yeah. At night, there's a lot of detail in there. The fact that I even have to draw that is ridiculous.
Right. You'd think.
Do you know why they do pictures of an eye with no stealing signs?
I mean, other than the obvious, I presume you have something other than obvious on here.
What's the obvious one for you?
I mean, that an eyeball is watching you. We are watching you, or whatever. That would be my thought. I mean, I don't know anything beyond that. So,
okay,
something beyond that, then you have trivia that I do not have.
It's a psychological thing. It lowers crime rate because when you have an eye that's staring out, it actually causes the brain of the perpetrator to think about they're being watched, even if they're not. So it has a psychological effect, and it actually really does help to reduce crime.
Fascinating. I'm intrigued, by the way, by psychological everything. So that actually fits my entire universe of things. You know, like I'm totally intrigued by that. That makes total sense. Okay, save as pose preset. Pilot couch 5. All right. Or not right. Let's get her back into pilot position 1. She's just steering the ship.
That actually turned out really nice.
Well,
Like,
it better. You worked for 4,000 hours on it. I really liked it too. That's pretty cool. I mean, you know, not to knock your work, but you put in the hours. When you put in the hours, it'll look great.
Yeah, but I don't like spending hours on a panel.
Nope. Me neither. That's why we're doing what we're doing right now. There'll be no hours on a panel. I'll spend hours setting up my poses so that all I got to do is just click the pose button and there. It's set. And here she is. And that wops. So I don't have to worry about those. Should cut this way. Meow.
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 Meow. Meow. Meow.
Nah, that looks better like that. Yeah, I'm actually really kind of curious. Once you really start blasting forward, how long it takes you to make an issue.
Right. Once all this stuff is set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. At some point, once I'm ready, I want to go from scratch to one page with you and me at the same time to see how fast I go. Because how many Brians do I have? How many Brians in speed am I at? How many Kans? How many Kans? I'm sorry. How many Kans speed am I at?
1.21 gigawatt or gigacans.
Kans! 1.21 gigacans! Okay, that became excessive and funny fast. Do you know anybody who can create 1.21 gigacans? I can't.
My God, he's gone to plaid.
I still consider what we're doing right now to be world building.
For both of us?
For me. As in making all of these poses, because every pilot will be mimicking these same hand movements. And since they're universal, they'll fit for every maquette.
Come on. There we go.
Gigacans in, and I'm not quite at the right speed. All right. Now I have various controls. So if you watch what's going on here, you can see that she can control back, she can control forward. We can do all kinds of different controls on how she can control the vehicle now. And I can have her push buttons, including the upper consoles and the side console. And perfectly returned to 0. All right. That's how to interact with that console. I don't need any other consoles to finish up what we're doing for this scene, so the only other thing we have is her walking in and pushing buttons to start up the consoles, but that's not something I need to necessarily worry about too terribly much, so I'm not gonna. I'll use that from a static standing pose. So let's go ahead and spin up. I will take a break and do the other types of poses when we get to that stage and suddenly I have hiccups. All right. Let's just open the comic in general and take a look at everything.
What are you doing?
I'm tapping with the music while waiting for it to load. I'm waiting for the comic to load. But it has to. But my comic has gotten bulky and big, of course, now because we have a lot of finished pages.
Ah, so you're being impatient.
I'm being impatient. Page 11. Because page 11 is the first time that we're going to meet her.
Oh, let me find out where this guy's at.
Oh, hey. Hey, we can get viruses, followers, and oh, wait, what? What did I just say? Oh, no. Did I say that out loud? Oops, something went wrong. Try reloading the page.
That was me blocking the guy.
That's awesome. That's funny when it's set up here on the main panel. That's awesome.
I'm not even sure which side he was on. I just made his ass go away.
I think he's actually on yours, and the reason that I say that is not because I'm being mean or anything, but Brent has worked really hard to put some pretty solid crap in here because he's my moderator on my side. So most of this stuff has been coming in on your side, and so he's been sitting there kind of doing the maybe I ought to be a moderator on Pan's side as well. So
yeah, I would love it. Okay. Just need the folder.
we're fixing this the stupid control sticks, which are way offset. There.
Here.
That's another one of those. That spam is like ridiculous. Because it's like, does anybody actually do that? You know what I mean? Like,
What?
does anybody actually click on the followers and then get the followers thing. I mean,
Yes, because there are
It's-
people that stupid.
and it's like, really?
Okay, she looks fine. Brig has all kinds of problems. So why not? So, did you see the comic that was going viral when the Supreme Court thing came down about Roe v. Wade? And it was basically a person going, you know, all this bad stuff is happening, and I make comics.
Right.
Basically, you know, I'm not an activist. I make comics, and I can't stop this kind of portrayal.
Right. Okay. No, I did not. So I'm wondering where it's headed.
Yeah, I got angry, and I did my own version.
Which
Where's
was,
my-
we are activists.
where my thing was, all this bad stuff keeps happening, and I draw comics. I cannot draw them fast enough to keep up with you guys.
Right.
Slow down.
Right. It's like that. I
I
want
am coming for you.
Right. I don't want to be stuck in this time. I didn't want to live in a what was it, the one that says I don't want to live in a historical period or historical moment. Yeah.
Like, I am not trapped in here with you. I am not trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
Right.
Kind of moment.
Well, that, I mean, we have a duty, and it's a duty. That means going poop. But we have a duty.
Yeah.
You are not wrong. You are not wrong. All three of my main characters have had a full body picture to introduce them. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do the same thing.
I mean, I know we're friends and all, but
I just
seems
want
to
you
be
to
a
take
little
full body picture of me. Come on. That's so much to ask. You know, we just always we're friends, we're buddies. This is expected of you.
That's not creepy at all.
Hey man, I am totally into creepy today, apparently. This is my thing. My jam. I'm into creepy.
Apparently.
The hell did I turn go? Over there.
I need to do one thing. That looks good. That looks good. That's fine. That's fine. Just gonna redraw that because that just looked bad. That's better. Mammy looks so weird with her hair down. Like, it doesn't look right.
You get all acclimated to how a character looks, and then you start drawing them differently, and it starts to look really weird and strange.
Yeah. another finger. Do I have another finger? I don't. Okay. That works. That looks good. Okay. And that's good. Good. That's good. Okay. Invert.
So this is page 11. First of all, let's put ourselves in the correct spot. Completes Act 1. Momentary goes. Pre-poses. Select folder.
Turn that off. Turn that back on. Okay. Now we can do that again.
Damn it.
Damn it.
Oh, it keeps tilting her. And then I keep, every time it tilts her, I'm like, I have to tilt her back. And it's like, I don't know what thing is not being set properly that has her tilted X number of degrees.
Ah.
So it's fine. I'll get it fixed. It's just that she's tilted every time. That means I have to do this every time with this pose, and I don't want to do that. Because it means, well, I mean, it's only a problem the first time we put her into the seat, but still, it's going to be a problem every time we put her into the seat. Wah, 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 boy, 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 wah, 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 boy, boy, boy. I'm totally easily entertained here. Boink, boink, boink.
I'm trying very hard to keep things PG.
You can just go full screen for a minute or two if you need to.
I've already done that a couple of times.
Is that why you had to reset me?
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Leg doesn't look right to me. Ah! My sword, my soul.
You sold your soul to a minor demon.
Shh! Don't give away my secrets.
Right? How are we ever going to get all of this stuff? We don't do that.
Problem?
Oh, nah, just put her in the wrong spot, that's all.
Ah.
What I'm trying to do is set the sorting order so that her head is above frame 1, but underneath 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this little sub picture here is underneath the other frames.
Okay, makes sense.
So that's what I'm kind of scrambling. But it's the little difference between sticking it into a frame and sticking it under a frame.
Yeah.
Over in the layer sort order, and I'm like, how did it work? Oh, I missed it by one little click. Gotcha. You know.
Perfect layer for this. Except when you do that. Oh, come now. Why are you being a pain? Oh, I see why. Okay, that makes sense. I have to make another one. There we go. Wow, it's already 11:50.
Yep. Right. Yeah, I've done good tonight. I've done good work. We're all set up and ready to.
I think we've both done good work tonight.
Yeah. I'm gonna do cleanup well quick. Clean up on aisle 12. I think 12 only tells us all the words are supposed to be in here. There's a lot of words. Probably not a good idea to delete all those.
Words are happening. A lot of words are happening. That's a good looking comic.
Yeah. It took you 2 hours to draw that, but it's beautiful. That is gorgeous. And I am entertained, humorously entertained by how long it took you to do that one panel. That is definitely a spot where you and I where I will see advantage over you in that instance. Because a wide angle picture of the bridge takes me that long to render. Whereas you have to hand draw the entire scene. So that's where I'll have the advantage. However, I had to have built it in the first place.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest problem. But in this instance, I mean, in every comic, we're still going to always go to the same places. We're always going to be on the bridge. We're always going to be in the pilot house. We're always, you know what I mean? Like, so these scenes are going to be used over and over and over and over. So it's a lot of a pain in the butt right now, but I'll get there. On the other hand, I managed to pre-pose this entire page in I think it was about 10 minutes to set up this page as far as a pre-pose goes. So the inking is going to take an hour, so this page is going to be an hour and 10 minutes in. So that's the benefit. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think mine's better than yours. I think this technique compensates for not being as fast as you, is what I think is going to be the end result. I definitely don't think it's going to be better than you, the way you do it. I think you're just much, much better at anatomy and perspective than I am. So it'll be a lot.
You're going to ultimately what's going to happen is that when you start to make your stuff, it's going to go pretty fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But it was getting to this point that is slowing you down.
Sure.
And that's not a hit against you or that. It's a half dozen of one, that kind of thing. Which is faster? I don't know. but I knew know she wasn't grimy enough.
All right.
Interesting.
Yeah, no, I'm loath to do the mine's better than yours is better than mine type of thing. Because that's not really what I'm after at all.
Yeah, I think it's just different.
It's certainly different. In a academic style, I'm interested in the speed.
Yeah.
Academically. But not because I want to beat you or anything like that, or I want you to beat me or anything. I just happen to know that of all of us in this group, you put together pages faster than anybody. So if I can get close to your speed, then I can then relax a little and say, okay, you've done a good job, guy. You can calm down now and not freak out about the whole thing. Yeah. Because that's what really happens. I'll just sit here and freak out. Well, it's now 12 o'clock. I've done good today. Tomorrow, I will pre-pose the hell out of all the rest of the scenes that are close-ups on her. Anything that's not a wide view of the pilot house, we should be able to easily rattle out tomorrow morning in morning show. So that's going to be awesome sauce. So my sister would have been here this week, but she's not gonna. I'm kind of sad. After the show tomorrow, though, I'm gonna go hang out with my nibblings and my partner and my child. We're gonna go to a coffee shop and we're going to just art for a while. And I will probably just happily and blissfully paint with watercolors and be happy as a clam. Oh, which reminds me. Grab my gold pens. Where my gold pens went. All right. In my big kahuna, or Yahuna. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna go hang with those guys. That should be cool. I'm gonna try to see if I can't employ some of these really, really nice golds that I got. I got these pretty. It's kind of hard to see how shiny and pretty they are. But they're pretty golds. They're pretty. Some bronzes, some golds in here. Really nice. But they're in these large trays. So kind of like, well, I'll probably just take these trays and put them into my my blue container, and I'll bet you they take up 4 slots, but I'll bet you they fit right perfectly in those 4 slots. So I'll bet. So 901 is Auga Neiru. So blue gold. 902 is Akaiga Neiru. So red gold. 903 is Koga Neiru. So white gold. Momogar Neiru. So that's okay. Anyway, I'm OOH. We did good tonight. Good work.
Yay.
I will see you on the morning side when you get here at about 10 o'clock.
All right, catch you later.
Good night. Good night, all.
Boy.